Logan, just what have you been working on to improve this offseason? Where do you think you are right now?
Really, moving more athletically down the mound. Last year, what kind of worked for me was going really fast.
Mhm.
Um, my rhythm was really sped up, and that messed up hitters a lot. But my velocity was down. It worked when I was a reliever, but this year, if it's going to work in the rotation, I had to figure out how to move better down the mound, use my legs a little more. So that was really my focus for the off season, and just getting stronger and gaining a little bit more weight. So it's pretty much been the focus.
Is the rotation, is that where you expect to start the season?
Yeah. I think that's been the consensus. I was starting some games in the fall. I was starting some scrimmages here in the winter, and so yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
What's kind of the biggest part of the adjustment to that? Is that mainly a mental thing? Is that a lower body thing that you have to build up strength in order to prolong your delivery? What's some of the
I think
components of that?
more endurance. I think since now you get to go longer in the games now. You're kind of on your own clock now, so just the endurance piece, building up your body for that. I think that's been the biggest piece so far.
Feel a change in where you are this year entering the season, where you were compared to maybe last year where you were entering the season, coming off a lot of success against some big time hitters in this conference.
Yeah, I got a lot more confidence coming in. I wouldn't say it's cockiness, but I feel good about everything. I feel like a little more seasoned than I was last year. I feel like I really coming into the year last year, I really didn't know what I was going to do or what my role was going to be. I feel like I have a pretty good idea about that now, so I feel a lot better about everything, and just a lot more confident.
How is moving to the rotation change maybe your pitch sequencing or what pitches you want to throw this season?
Last year was really only two pitches.
Mhm.
I threw a changeup, but I feel like I didn't. It was more just flashed, just to say I had it. Now it's a third pitch consistently, which is always good. Um, Worked on the slider a lot this off season, and I feel like I have three really good pitches where I could throw in any count. So um, it's always good to have as a starter, so that you can go deep into the lineup in the later innings.
Is there a particular moment, turning point, where you feel like that third pitch kind of clicks for you, that changeup?
I would say last year I worked on a lot in catch play. Me and Jake Angier talked about it during the regional last year, where I actually threw it in game, and he was watching my catch play a little bit, and he was just like, "Oh, that's a nice pitch you got there. Why haven't you been throwing it?" I'm like, "You never asked." And um, yeah, so we started throwing it last year during the regional. I got a couple swings and misses, and I've just been throwing it a lot this off season, trying to get it more consistent. Now it's where it needs to be.
What do you think some of the strengths of this rotation are for you guys, and I guess the entire pitching staff as a whole?
Yeah, I think it's mixed up between a lot of veteran guys and then a lot of freshmen.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of those guys are going to have, the freshmen especially, are going to have a lot of opportunities this season to show what they got. I feel like we got a lot of diversity in terms of movement and heights and body types. I think it's going to mess hitters up a lot. And in terms of the veteran guys that we got, I mean, it's just experience and confidence that we got out there that we're going to roll out every game. So, um, you can expect to see guys who know what they're doing, and then some exciting freshmen that'll light it up a little bit.
Last year's lineup was one of the better ones in the conference, and some stats have been it's across the country. Just where does this year's lineup go when you have to face them compared to what it was last year?
It's scary. It's even better than last year. I think it's the best we've had since I've been here. I mean, we have legitimately 12, 13, 14 guys who could start right now.
Mhm.
And it's tough going out into the scrimmages and facing that lineup every day. It really makes you better as a pitcher, because really outside of that lineup, I mean, you're not really going to see much better hitters in the conference. I mean, you're facing some of the best hitters in the conference and on the West Coast, maybe the whole country. So, and that really helps as a pitcher. Just helps us get better and helps the hitters get better too. And our offense is just going to be scary.
Flipping sides on defense, you guys lose Kasevich, who's such a rock there at shortstop the last couple of years. Just how do you feel pitching now with the competition going on at shortstop, and what the confidence you have in those guys are?
I feel great about it. I mean, the good thing about a competition is, everyone's working hard, trying their best to win that spot. So everybody's making sure that they have it pretty much almost perfect, and that people don't notice you there. And when you don't notice the defenders are there when they're doing their job, it's a good thing. And so I haven't been noticing much mistakes, which is really good. So I think our defense we're going to reload and possibly be even better from the past couple of years.
Is there one guy during the fall ball that surprised you coming in where you might have had not low expectations, but maybe just didn't know about the player, and he comes in and rakes or pitches well?
Yeah, I didn't know about Riku Nishida coming in. I had a couple of friends from junior college who played against him at Mount Hood who told me really good things about him. Told me that he was really hard to play against, and coming in, I was hitting grounders to him in the beginning, and he is just one smooth guy over there in the infield. I mean, and facing him in the fall, it was pretty cool because you don't see that type of baseball in the States. Since he's from Japan, he kind of a funky approach coming to the plate, and he's a slap hitter. So, you don't see that much coming here, playing here much, and that was a guy who impressed me a lot. Not really surprised, but it's just a different style.
Have you played with anybody like Riku before? Because he's noticeably different when you watch, when you just compare him to other second basemen.
Yeah. No, I've never played with anyone like that, and I'm really looking forward for the opportunity to, have him behind me and have him making plays for me.